Are live for the Power Chat series. Our guest here today is Alice Gross. Alice is here because she won at the Texas Revolution tournament, obviously in Texas, but to be more specific, it was in San Antonio, a ProMac rated event. Excited to have Alice on. How are you doing today?
I'm really good. How are you?
Great. So tell me a little bit about how you did at this tournament.
At the tournament on Night Show, I won my Extreme Form Division and my Extreme Weapons Division.
So was that considered grands?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. And then how many divisions during the day did you compete in?
I competed in 6 divisions in the morning. I competed in 2 grands and then 2 night shows.
That's a lot of forms.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to me about the tournament itself. How was it?
The tournament was a super fun experience. I got to see a lot of my friends there, so it was really fun. And just the overall experience was great. It was not like a large tournament, but like everyone that I knew there.
Right. And so it brought together a lot of different circuits, I would say, right? NASCA people, there were ATA people there, ProMac people. And so do you have friends that kind of span across circuits?
Yes, most of my friends are on NASCA, but I've got sort of friends of friends who are on ATA. Or who?
Cool. Now, what about your competition? Were there NASCA people in your divisions that you had to compete against that you normally would?
Yes, ma'am. Sophia competed in the nighttime show, so I had to compete against her on stage. And Annalise Bolin, she does some NASCA events, and I also had to compete against her in normal divisions.
Cool. How did the tournament run?
The tournament ran super smoothly. Like, it was super fun. All the judging was super good. Everything ran really smoothly.
Okay, so one of our viewers is wondering what age division you're in.
I'm in 14, 15.
14, 15? Wow, so you're growing up and are you in the younger end? Are you the 14 or the 15 end of it?
I'm in the younger end, ma'am.
Okay, so you have time in the 14, 15 division. Now, that means that for grands on NASCA, you're competing in 14 to 17, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What's that experience been like?
Um, it's a super fun experience because I get to compete against everyone, even in the 16, 17, which it is a lot harder because these people are like three years older than I am, but it's still super fun.
You also competed on stage at the US Open, right? Okay, how did that go?
It was super nerve wracking at first because I haven't been on stage a lot. I was super nervous, but when I got on the stage, it just felt like a normal division, and I had a lot of adrenaline, so everything was super fun.
And you won, right?
Yes.
You won an ISKA title. That's something that people really go after. So congratulations to you. Now, on your t-shirt, it says team. Is that a Team Infinity shirt?
No, ma'am. This is from my dad's karate school. It's a Tiger Rock shirt.
Okay. But so for anyone who doesn't know, Alice is on Team Infinity and has been on Team Infinity for some time. How's that going?
It's super nice. I love all of my teammates on the team. It's a super like family team, so everyone on the team I could consider family.
One of the people on the team is Ashton, right? You used to do Team Sync. I don't think you do that anymore, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is that something you're looking to maybe get back into or want to do?
Maybe in the future, I think.
All right. I know one of the things that you kind of juggle, you also do cheer, right? Or did cheer?
Yes, ma'am. I do cheer.
Okay. How's that going?
It's super nice. We have our showcase in a couple weeks, so everything's. I'm having a really tight schedule, but everything's going really good.
Are you like a flyer or like
I'm a bass fan.
you are? Okay. All right. I know you're a little bit a smaller frame, so I wasn't sure if you were up there, as well. But I guess for your age, you are handling being a bass well.
Hmm.
Okay, very cool. Now, have you been able to step up your tricking game because of cheer lately, or what are your thoughts on that?
My tricking game, I think it has leveled up. I've recently gotten my double cork, and just like I've been playing around with a lot more, like a variety of combinations. So not just like straight tricking. I've also been working on getting my kicks better, and I have been going to the Jam Lanta that just opened in Atlanta.
Nice. Again, another question for you in the comment section. What kind of karate school do you go to? Tell me more about your background. I know your dad has a karate school, but break down the styles.
Sure. So we teach Taekwondo here, and we're a part of a franchise called Tiger Rock. We've got a bunch of different schools, and we mainly focus in Taekwondo and a Korean form.
Okay. And when you compete in, do you compete in traditional at all?
I do, ma'am.
What style do you do for traditional?
I do Korean, ma'am.
Oh, you do Korean.
Hmm.
Props to you because when you're in the, younger division, they don't break up the styles. And so when you're competing against different styles in traditional, it's sometimes hard to compete with the power and lower center of gravity as Japanese forms, but you're sticking with it. Is there a reason that you do that?
I think it's just because it's my background, and I've grown up, and I think that my kicks are pretty decent. And in Japanese forms, like some of them have kicks, but not all of them have kicks. And I think that me and my dad just really wanted to like showcase my kicks in my forms.
Really lean into what your talents and your backgrounds are. Okay, great. What degree are you in Taekwondo?
For Tiger Rock, I'm a third degree, ma'am.
Nice. And I'm assuming, but talk to me more about teaching at your dad's school, taking on the instructor role. When did that start and where are you at now?
I started teaching around a year ago, but more recently I've been like getting into like consistently teaching. For the classes, I teach like I assist the 4 through 6 year olds in their classes, and then I also teach the tricking and weapons classes.
Great. And, that's interesting. I would have expected, just given that, you're competing at a national level, you are a third degree. I expected you to take on a little bit more of a teaching role, maybe because I remember when I was at the karate school and kind of your age, I was either teaching or helping to teach even the older guys. Is there a reason that your dad has you not really teaching that much?
Um, I don't think so, other than like my schedule, because like the younger classes are in the more earlier of the day, so like 4 o'clock. But then I've got to be at cheer at 5:30, and it takes us like 20 minutes to get there. And like the older classes start around like 5 o'clock ish. But like in my free time, if I don't have cheer, I normally do teach the older classes too.
Okay, got it. So it has more to do with the schedule and less to do with really the idea of instructing older people or people older than you. Okay, great. Now you're still in school. We're in the thick of school now. Do you go to are you go to school? You're not homeschooled, right?
Yes, ma'am. I go to school.
All right. How's that going? And do you cheer for your high school?
No, ma'am. I go to a private Christian school, and it's extremely small, so we don't have any really like extracurricular teams at my school. So, and with classes being so small and school time being so short, it's really easy for my schedule.
That's interesting that you found something to fit around because you are already doing extracurriculars. Now, are you looking to kind of continue martial? I know the last time I interviewed, you were stepping away from competitive martial arts to
Hmm.
step into cheer and really focus on that. Where are you at now?
Right now I'm at like a really good balance between the two. So I don't want to quit karate. I don't want to quit cheer. So right now I'm at like a really good balance, and I'm really content with both the things that I'm doing right now.
And how much of each are you doing?
Like hours and like time wise.
I would say competitions.
Oh, okay. For NASCA, I think I do like 9 or 10 a year, and then like cheer competition seasons don't really start until late November, early December, and they end in May. And I think we do around like 6 or 7 competitions.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, so what is your next tournament?
My next tournament is diamonds.
That's coming up soon. How are you feeling about coming off of your win in Texas to diamonds?
I'm feeling more confident in my forms just because I know that they can place well, but I'm still training super hard. I'm not gonna let it get to my head or anything like that.
For this tournament in San Antonio, the Texas Revolution, you mentioned some of the competition, but were you able to watch any of the other people around you?
I did get to watch some of the competitors. I got to watch Philip Brumet compete. It was super good. And I really didn't get to watch any other people just because a lot of the divisions were going at once, so I couldn't watch everyone else compete. But I did get to see a couple people.
Where are you? So did you mention Atlanta? Are you in Georgia or?
Yes, ma'am. I live in Marietta, Georgia.
Okay, nice. So this was a road trip for you. You flew, you drove, which one?
I flew, ma'am.
You flew. Did you get any chance to explore San Antonio or Texas?
Me and my dad got to go to a super cool mall that was like 2 minutes away from the convention center. It was huge. We got to eat at a really nice place, and I got to eat with my friends too. So it was really great. But besides that, we didn't get to do too much exploring.
Okay. Is that something that you occasionally try to fit in with you and your dad to be a
Yes, ma'am.
tourist a little bit?
Ma'am. Normally, just for like food, we'll go out and explore.
Okay, got it. But when you come back, you probably have a busy schedule and you can't like add in days at tournaments,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
What has been your favorite tournament so far?
I really think that my favorite tournament is probably U.S. Open or Diamonds.
I knew you were going to say US Open. That's a lot of people's favorites, but also Diamonds is a good one as well. Diamonds is a good tournament. Even though it feels like kind of secluded, right? There's just Mall of America and then the few restaurants nearby, but it has a good like vibes in the DoubleTree Hotel, you know? But it's not the DoubleTree anymore, is it?
I have no clue.
Don't remember. Sorry. Okay. All right. But so yeah. Now overall, what were some of the best parts of the Texas Revolution?
Definitely the night show. The night show was a super fun experience. I haven't really been to a lot of night shows where you can like spin a wheel and get prizes, so that it was super interactive and it felt like I was like trying to pick my prize. So that got me on the edge of my seat. I was like anticipating and I was trying to win not only for myself but for the prizes. So it was really nice for night show. And the not the prizes, but like grands was super cool. I think that like the trophies or the sombreros was super cool. I've never seen that before, so it was really nice having that. And just the overall competition was great. I loved seeing my friends there.
Where do you keep your cool tournaments that where do you keep your cool trophies and grands awards?
Normally, I hang them up in my room, or if I don't have any space, if they're like bigger, we'll bring them up to like the karate school and display them.
That's the first I've heard of a sombrero grand. I guess it really captures the kind of Texas, Southern, San Antonio feel, and you can kind of look back and it's not just a normal guy kicking on the top of the trophy.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite Grand's trophy so far? Do you have one that you can picture?
I really liked the U.S. Open like trophy cup. I thought that was super cool, and then the Texas Revolution one.
I think my favorite one is when Mini Queen was, still doing. She might still be doing them, but she did it for Pan Am's, and it was shaped like an Eiffel Tower. But
Well,
the Eiffel Tower, actually, the body of it was like a knife. It was really
oh,
cool. And like,
that's
yeah, so it was cool. But yeah, so now you get to add another. Is this sombrero gonna go in the house or at the karate school?
I think I'll put two of them in my room and probably one at the Taekwondo school.
Okay, awesome. Now you're in Georgia, so it's 9:51, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, it's later, so I'm Central Time. It's 8:51 for me. So it's kind of late for you or someone your age, I don't know. But you have school tomorrow. Do you have any more training to do or did you get that done today?
I already got my training done today, but I don't go to school on Fridays because the private Christian school we only go Monday through Thursday.
That is so nice. I wish I went to that school when I was growing up.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure to have you on the Power Chat series, Alice. Thank you so much for coming on to talk about the Texas Revolution and also just a little bit more about you.
Of course, thank you so much for having me.
Definitely. And for everybody watching, thanks so much for coming on, watching Alice Gross and the Power Chat series. All right. Everyone, have a good rest of your night.
Thank you. Bye.